All right, what's up guys? We are here at Santa Monica Aquatic Center. It's really, I've never been to any one of these. It's like a 40-lane massive pool. I would show you guys, but I think they're kind of upset that I'm, brought a nice camera out here. But we're here with my coaches. We got Natasha and then Chris right there. And we're kind of just going over how to swim. Obviously I know how to swim, but I've never done anything like this. You guys know I kind of want to dabble in the triathlon, maybe Ironman, who knows, but we're gonna get right into it. There's not much else to say. Do you know how to put this on?
Yeah. So, and you don't have to wear a cap. It's totally up to you. It's just more to keep your hair out of your eyes, your face.
Oh, I thought it was like mandatory. No, maybe I don't need one. Maybe
I don't wear one. I would wear it beforehand.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So the line goes like forward. So it's just like you put it on like that. And you just like put it on your forehead.
Okay. Oh, perfect. This is just some shitty one I got on Amazon. Oh yeah, this is perfect.
So put your hands in it. There you go. You just pull it out. You just put it on your forehead first. Yes, perfect. Yep, done. Perfect. Look like a pro.
Oh yeah.
I went for a breath and I got...
All right, so we didn't get as much content as we wanted, which I totally get. It's a public pool, so they were like, hey, can you guys not film? And I was like, yeah, it's really cool. But we got some iPhone stuff, which they didn't seem to care about. So that was the first time I was meeting them. We'll talk more, we'll show more, because we're about to go on a ride and a run. First time swimming, like I knew how to swim, but not like that, like for distance, and that was pretty humbling. I thought I was a lot better than I was until they started pointing out all these little things. But yeah, I really enjoyed that. So I told him, now that we've done I was waiting for this first in-person lesson, and now I'll get a gym membership somewhere else to actually do this, daily, not daily, like three, 4 times a week to really hammer it in, because I think the swim is gonna be the hardest part of any triathlon I do, if I decide to do one. They were really cool people, super nice. You can tell they're like really genuine. One thing that I didn't realize is how calm you have to be in the water, because when you can't breathe, first response is like, oh my god, like you want to breathe and like you're like, get me out of here. But once you realize that you really need to be calm and control your breathing, and like this, she was saying, lengthen your stride. And sprint swim, I'm sure, is a lot different, but this is way different. And honestly, I'm really excited. We were talking, I was like, it's cool to be, I couldn't sleep last night because I was so excited to get in the water and like do something new. Yeah, cool. We're gonna head to the hotel and go on a bike, so we'll see you there. Let me ask you a question. How important are the clip-in the shoes?
The shoes, yes. Yeah. You will be a lot more efficient, a lot more comfortable. You'll enjoy riding a little bit better.
Everyone's like, dude, you got to get the clip-in the shoes, and I'm like, I just haven't gotten around to it. Yeah. So also, someone was like, you should probably just like warm up or like start off with regular shoes and then work into it, because you can like tip over or something.
Yeah, there's a transition period. Pretty much everybody I know that's ever transitioned to clip-ins, including myself, at some point you fall over.
Yeah.
Like at least.
See, I don't want that. Yeah. I don't want that. So I'll stick with these for a little bit. Also, I need my seat raised.
Yeah.
Because you had mentioned to raise my seat, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll do it, but I had no idea how to do it. I was sitting here like trying to with it myself, and I couldn't get it. So
we'll dial it in. We're gonna get you dialed today. We'll get you dialed in position, fit, make sure it's riding well, and then we'll look at what does it look like to get some clip-ins and stuff. Cool. And kind of go down that route.
Cool. I think we're matching helmets too. Pretty good. All right, so he's showing me what he can do with the clip-in, because he can do a 1-leg drill and ride just with 1 leg, because he can actually pull it up. Look at that. I can't do that shit. It's a lot nicer riding over here than, it's more hectic, but it's way nicer. You get ocean breeze, cars, there's people, there's actually a little bit of personality here rather than where I bike. So if the seat's too low, it's more quad dominant.
Yeah, Yeah, you're gonna push more with your quads, and you're not gonna get full extension of your legs. So if you're like riding like a tricycle when you should ride like a normal bike, you know, like just like if you see an adult on a kid's bike, right, and your knees are all bent, yeah, you're just using a ton of muscle, and you're not using the leverage and the levers of your legs, right? Your femur, like your hip to your knee and your knee to your foot. A lot of it's just less muscle and more just momentum and leverage. So by raising the saddle, we'll get you where it's way more comfortable and a lot more efficient.
All right, so he just raised my seat up and it feels so much better. So I think my seat was a little bit shorter. I actually think that it lowered as I was riding like through bumps and stuff, but now it feels 10 times better. And I think that once I get the clip-in pedals, ins, I'll be super good. Like I'll feel really good. So right now I'm already feeling it a little bit more in my hamstrings and even some calf as well, rather than just all quads. So, and you guys already know I'm super quad dominant in general, just from genetics or whatever. So. All right, finished up a ride. It was like 50 minutes. I'll put the stats right here. 50-minute ride, nothing crazy, kind of just talked a bunch, and you know, because that's the first time that we've actually met. Now we're about to go on just like a 30-minute jog. Nothing crazy once again. All three of us this time. Should be fun. We'll chat some more, and they'll probably critique my running form a little bit as well, because I know that no one's really seen me run, I guess. So I know that I probably look a little bit stupid. That's what I got to coach for. Also, look at the color I've got. I look good. Also, dare I say it, but I've never been like in this area, like Santa Monica. Like I'm literally just on some random street. It's pretty nice. Like this, dare I say it, this is what LA is about. Like the beach is right here. There's a lot of activity. There's people around. It's honestly really refreshing. It's cool to be here. We started running a little bit, and they noticed that my feet are kind of pointed outwards, which could be because of my glutes, or also my knee as well, because you guys know I have that knee injury. So Chris was showing me this drill that we just did to warm up with, and it was really hard. It was like extremely hard, but the minute we started running after, I felt so much better. My stride was longer. I felt like more bouncy. So I was like, yo, you gotta show him. So if you guys are struggling with, I don't know, maybe just try it, just activate your glutes. So he'll walk us through.
Yeah, the biggest thing is that our glutes are a big muscle group that we don't use. And so the whole thing is we want to use the glute as much as we can, and we don't use it because we sit around all day. So to turn it on is going to affect everything. So to turn it on, one of the ways to do it is to go in a long stride, long lunge stride. You keep your knee on top of your foot. You don't drive the knee in front of the foot. And from here, you stand tall. Activate everything. Your feet, you want to activate them into the ground. You want to activate your butt, your quads, your hamstrings, your calves, your feet. Breathe in really deep, hold your core into the spine. Your lats are tight, arms are tight, shoulders, hands, biceps, triceps, everything is tight and squeezing, so your whole body is tense. And from here, keep breathing, and you do 5 little lunges. Staying active and tight the whole time. And then we're gonna do some, as far as good mornings, in the same position, your hips stay squared and locked in. And you just go down and inhale as we come up and stretch that left glute. You feel a lot of tension in the glute, but it'll also release the glute's tension by doing it. And then from here, we're back tall, back forward, everything is tight. And we're leaning forward, not from our legs, but only from our hip. And then we lean over your knee, and you pulse just a little bit out, about 45 as far as degrees to the left hand side. Pulse out. You feel that glute fire. Stand up, and every time you do it, that glute gets working.
I'm super quad dominant, so I'm like, my quads, the first time we did it, the whole front of my leg was just on fire, and like I was literally shaking. But now that I'm kind of getting used to it, and you can actually feel, once you do it and you get the feeling, then you kind of get it down, right? Like once you feel your glute kind of pumped up, I would say, and you get that mind and muscle connection, then you can actually apply that. And like I just did it that time, and it was way easier than the first time. Really cool. If you guys want to like try to activate your glutes, if you have trouble with your stride, I think that might help. Doesn't hurt. But yeah, we're gonna finish the run. Chris was just saying that we're running a minute faster than when before we didn't do that drill, despite it being easier. So we're running at like a 9-minute pace right now, but before the drill we were doing 10-minute pace and honestly felt like shit. Right now I feel really good running a minute faster. Honestly, I really recommend that drill if you guys are not feeling great when you're running, but take it serious though. You gotta actually like feel that shit in your ass. I just said bye to them. They're heading out tomorrow. The reason they were here is because they were dialing in a bunch of their LA clients. I don't know if you guys know the brand, Represent or 24/7. They work with them who live in LA. Then they, you know, took their time out. They took their whole morning out to, you know, work with me. My first swim bike run. And that, dude, honestly, like I had such a good time. Feel really good, really refreshed and kind of fulfilled, to be honest. Like I'm like, yo, I just did a bunch of aerobic shit, you know, a bunch of endurance training, and I'm kind of like buzzing right now. A little bit of a runner's high, you know what I'm saying? We didn't run for that long, only 1.7 miles. But that drill, guys, I'm telling you, you're running and you notice your feet are kind of going outwards, or if you're running and your hip hurts maybe, I would strongly recommend doing that exercise. And when you do it, if you feel your quad firing up too much, what helped me was imagining like you have a glute pump, like you just did a bunch of squats, and like try to imagine that feeling and you'll be good. I'm actually gonna go to the gym and do like a light session, just because I'm honestly just feeling super motivated, and I was like, fuck it, dude. Like I wasn't gonna train, but I feel so good. I feel so good. I was like, fuck it, dude, let me just go to the gym. So I'm gonna go get a session in. All right, so there's 2 things that I need to do. Well, a couple of different things. I need to get a bunch of equipment. So not fins, what are they called? Flippers? The ones that you wear when you swim. So they help you with, I don't know, actually. It's to help you learn how to swim, I guess, to be more efficient. There's like some floating things I need that like I put in between my legs that I was working with today. And then I need to get clip-in pedals for my bike. He's saying that I should get an indoor bike, like an indoor stationary thing. I'm not gonna get like a Swift, you know, like Greg Doucette, he rides the Swift, which is like a multiple $1,000 machine. I'm not gonna get that. I'm just gonna get something chill. There's one other thing. Oh, get a gym membership that allows me to swim. This one in Santa Monica, it's really cool, and I tell myself, yeah, I'll come down here once a week maybe, but it's probably not, just because the drive is an hour away. But I mean, I could take a Saturday, spend the morning down here, have some coffee. I could do that, which doesn't, you know, when I say it out loud, it actually sounds pretty nice. Actually, I doubt it'll be open at Saturday morning, or I doubt there will be open lanes Saturday morning. Regardless, I need to get a gym membership that has a pool, and I've kind of been up in the air like, oh, which gym am I gonna go to? You know, there's a LA Fitness about 10 minutes away from me. And then I was thinking, you know, why am I the office, the gym, my Whole Foods, it's all 10 minutes away. And I realized today when I came down here to Santa Monica, that wasn't for like a photo shoot, because when we go to photo shoots, we go to downtown LA. And downtown LA sucks, we all know this. But I'm down here in Santa Monica, I'm like, dude, this is really nice. Like I actually enjoy being around here. I'm not going to get a membership that's close to my house. I'm not gonna worry about the distance it is, because I was up in the air about getting an Equinox membership. You guys know Equinox, expensive, exclusive gym in LA. I think it's like $250 a month, which isn't that much of a difference than like Lifetime Fitness. I was thinking, you know what? I'll get an Equinox membership. And then I was like, I don't know, it's 25 minutes away. But then I was like, why the f do I care? You know, it's not like I'll be training there every day. I told Chris I want to do 2 to 3 swims a week, and then I'll also get a session there. If I go there, I might as well, you know, train and use the facility, because it's nice as shit, and there's lots of people that you can meet and whatnot. So that's what I'll be doing this week. Those are on my to-do list. By the way, if you're wondering why my bike is in the cab and not in the bed, because I know somebody's gonna be like, bro has a fucking truck and has shit in the cab. It's because, well, I drove down here, or I drove down to Santa Monica with it in the bed, but I moved it to the cab because it was, you know, it's Santa Monica, so like, you know, a fucking nice ass bike sitting in the bed. I mean, not even just LA. I think anywhere in the United States, it could be problematic. Any big city, but yeah, that's why. All right, I'm probably just gonna do a little bit of shoulders. I did back, I think it was 2 days. I just haven't done a shoulder day in a while, so just gonna do shoulders. I probably won't even do arms, because now that I'm here, I'm like, I'm pretty tired. So a few exercises, nothing crazy, nothing crazy. I've already got my appointment set because literally right after, oh, you guys hear that voice crack? Literally right after me and Madrid got our tattoos, we were like, yo, I want to set up another appointment. And we were down to go to Scottsdale because that's where Jules lives. So we've already got our dates booked, Scottsdale next month. And this tattoo might be the craziest of them all. Placement, not so much. Placement's kind of just normal, but the tattoo itself, Jules, if anyone can pull it off, it's fucking Jules because it's like right up his alley. So, I'm hyped. All right, lift is finished. I feel good. I'm just a little bit tired, obviously. I could use some food. I'm not fasted this morning, so I got up at like 5:30. I kind of said it earlier. I couldn't sleep. I swear to God, guys, I was too excited about swimming. I kept on waking up in the middle of the night and being like, oh my God, I can't wait to swim. I was tossing and turning. And it's kind of like how when I used to play golf for the first couple times, me and Madrid would tell each other like, yo, could you not sleep last night? Because we were so excited to play that morning. That's how I feel. That's how I was last night. So I wasn't really sleeping well. So I've been a little bit tired all day, but I had to wake up early because I had to drive an hour to get to the pool. But I woke up, I was out of eggs. Fucking believe that? It's like the first time I've been out of eggs in my whole dial career. Like in the past 8 weeks, I've always made sure I had eggs because that's what I eat the most of. For the first time ever, I was out of eggs, and so I was like, F it. So made 8 ounces of venison cooked in bacon fat, blueberries with honey. It was fucking delicious, and it honestly fueled me really well. Like I felt like I had a lot of energy up until like probably an hour ago. I'm not fasted, but I'm ready to eat. Actually, I could be fasted technically if I ate at like 7 a.m. No, never mind. It's 2:40. Yeah, something in the air today. Just feeling so good. Super grateful. Very happy with today. So I'm gonna go to the store, grab some eggs, but I think I'm gonna close this video out. Shout out to Chris and Natasha, really, really good people. We had a lot of conversation off camera, obviously. Really nice people. You can always tell when people are genuine and when you talk to them and just their presence that they have, and great people. So if you guys want to get into that type of stuff, reach out to them maybe. I'll see y'all later. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Peace. All right, if you've made it this far in the video, which is literally the very, very, very end. Today's Friday. We filmed that video Tuesday, but I wanted to come on here because I thought it was fitting for what the video was. You guys are gonna think I'm crazy, but I signed up for an Ironman, a full Ironman 140. Usually people start off with like sprint triathlons, or they'll do like a 70-30 triathlon, which is half an Ironman, because that's what a smart person would do. But I signed up for a full Ironman. It's in 13 months, which is a year to prepare, which is more than doable. I've seen people do it they did it in like 8 months, and their baseline was nothing. So obviously I have a pretty good foundation, plus I'm doing this marathon training. So, and I obviously asked my coach, you guys met him, Chris, which by the way, 3-time champion, 12-time champion, 3-time full Ironman champion, 12-time half Ironman champion. I sent it to him. I said, I wanted to do one later on in the year because it's in August. I wanted to do one later on in the year, but the only one that I'm allowed to do in North America is this Canada one. It's in Ottawa. You know, I would have much rather had one in Hawaii or something closer. There's only 2 full Ironmans next year. One is in Texas, which is a championship. So it's a championship, so you have to qualify for that. Obviously, I can't qualify. So the only other one is Ottawa in August. So August 3rd, I will be attempting to run a full Ironman as my first triathlon, which I'm pretty pumped about. I literally just signed up for it like 2-3 hours ago. Talked to coach. He was cool. Like he said in quotes, totally doable with a bunch of exclamation marks. And I'm like, all right, that's all I had to hear. You know, if someone can tell me I can do something, like for me, I've always been the type of person like, sure, I believe in myself because I thought, yeah, I could do it, but let me just get some support. And he was like, yeah, you can fucking do that shit. So I'm signed up. Obviously it's a year away, and I can't look too far ahead because I have this marathon in October that I want to do well at. It is going to be, we're in a full arc for at least another year, guys. A full arc. Obviously I'll be talking about this more in another video, but I'm so excited. I kind of just want to tell you guys, especially because if you made it all the way to the end of this video, then you actually care about this triathlon shit that I'm doing. It's gonna be a cool 13 months. You guys are gonna get real sick of me. I'm gonna probably learn a lot about myself, because this is the hardest race in the world. Literally the hardest race in the world. I mean, there's like 100 mile, 200 mile ultras, but this is like the race. You know, like if you want to do something hard, it's like do the fucking Ironman. I think if you guys aren't familiar with them, like watch a video or like just look up what it is. It's about like a whole day, 12 hours, physically grueling endurance training, endurance workout. So I'll see you in Canada. 1 year away, 13 months. I got plenty of time, dude. I'm gonna be fucking dialed. I know you guys are probably wondering, bro, that's kind of psycho. Look, well, one, you kind of have to do it early because there's a limited amount of slots, and I wanted to just plan ahead. How it started was I just looked up Ironmans 2025, and then I realized, holy shit, there's not really that many to choose from. And then I was like, fuck, there's only this Canada one. And I said to you guys before 2026. So literally I have no other choice. I said what I said. So I just fucking signed up. I was like, I'm gonna have to sign up at one point. I'm just gonna fucking sign up. But now that I've signed up, it's like legit. Okay, I just paid, I think it was like $850, 1,200 CAD, $850-ish dollars. I already told my friends, already told my parents, they'll be there. Let's go, baby. All right, peace. See you guys in the next video.